right, boys and girls, welcome to Going Guitar and to a very, very great song, beautiful song from 21 Pilots. It's called The Line. All right, so this one is very cinematic and lovely. So we're gonna translate this into guitar. No problems. Let's go into this one without any capo. So we're going clean, and we have 6 chords we need to handle here. So let's go into the chords, starting with C. Okay, so that will be third on A, second on D, open G, first B, and open E. We have the A minor next, and that goes open A, second D, second G, first B, and open E. That is the E minor, and it goes open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. F coming up there, and that's a bar chord where you place the index finger on the first fret. You push down all strings there. Then you need to add third on A, third on D, and second on G. We have a G next. That goes third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, third E. And the final chord is D. That will be open D, second G, third B, and second E. Okay, so we're gonna learn the strumming pattern first, and grab the first chord C. One string around goes like this. Okay, so what you're gonna do here is to play down, up, clap, up, down, up. So you're gonna start with down, up, down, up. And then comes clap, up, down, up. So imagine the clap replaces one down, then it will be down, up, again and end. But that clap comes there, and then it continues with up, down, up. So clap, up, down, up. So if you put this together, it will be down, up, clap, up, down, up. And a couple of rounds to get the feeling for it, it goes like this. Okay, so we have the handling here of the chords, but it has this intro going on here in the song. In the beginning of it, of course, it's the intro. We're gonna play just one down per chord. So I'm just gonna mention the chords, and they will be F, then G, then D, and then A minor. And then you start again on F, and then G, with a longer pause. And now comes the actual song with the first verse. And now is where we're gonna use the strumming. So starts with C, 2 string rounds, and E minor, 2 string rounds. You play that for 2 times. So again, C2 and E minor 2. Then you're gonna play A minor 2, E minor 2, then C2, and 1 down on E minor plus a pause. That pause builds up for the chorus that comes right after. But just to summarize it, it's gonna play C2, E minor 2, C2, E minor 2, A minor 2, E minor 2, C2, E minor, 1 down and a pause. Like this. C, E minor, repeat, then A minor, E minor, C, and E minor, 1 down and a pause. All right. And then comes the chorus and the lyrics. My body is on the line now. So we have the theme there. Anyway, let's go into the chords. We're gonna play F2, G2, D2, and A minor 2. Then comes F2, G2, and 1 down on C plus a pause. And that's the end chord of this chorus, this first chorus. So 2 string rounds of the following chords: F, G, D, A minor, F, G, and then 1 down on C, like this. pause, and that marks the end of the first round. Now into the second verse. Okay, so the second verse is just repetition, no changes there. It's played exact same way as the first verse. And then comes the second chorus. It's almost the same playing there, except for the last thing there happening in the first verse. We had this C with one down in the pause. We'll skip that C in this second chorus. So you play the strumming rounds exactly in the same way. F2, G2, D2, A minor 2, then F2 and G2. That is the last thing happening in the second chorus. Why? Because we come into the final parts of the song. It's the post-chorus parts / the outro. So after you play the G2 and the chorus, you have this part when you just continue with strumming, and it's D2. So D2 and then F2, G2, D2, A minor 2. F2, G2, D2, A minor 2 again. So you play that part for 2 rounds. And then you have the ending of F2, G2. I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna show you how to play the outro, the final parts of the song soon. But let's just play through this. So have that in mind. We skipped the last C from the first chorus. We skipped that in the second chorus. So imagine you play and replace that C with D2 instead. So you start this post-chorus part with D2, and then comes 2 rounds of F2, G2, D2, A minor 2, and then you had the final part of F2 and G2 with strumming. So you're gonna start with D2, and now comes F2, G2, D2, A minor 2. Repeats. F, G, D, A minor. And that third round, F, G. Okay, so far still in the post-chorus / outro part. Now we have this when everything goes down in action. So what you're gonna do after the G2, you're gonna play 1 down on D, with pause, then comes A minor, 1 down, with a pause, and now comes this final melody, and I thought it would be cool to know this and play. It's very beautiful. So it's based upon the F, G, D, and A minor. It goes like this. Okay, beautiful. So you're gonna start and play pretty much the same melody for 3 chords. Just switch the bass note depending on what chord it is. So F first. You're gonna play that first fret E string, that's the bass note. You're gonna play that together with second G. Then open high E, first B, open B, and open high E. And you play the same melody for the next chord, the G. Now you had a third fret on E string in the bass instead. So you played that note, third E, together with second G. And then open E, first B, open B, and open high E. And then you repeat the same with the new chord, the D. Now the note is on the open D string, the bass note. You play that together with second G. Then open high E, first B, open B, and open E. And now the final chord differs a little bit in the melody. It's the A minor part. You play like this. That is to play open A string together with second G, then first B, third B, and open high E. And that, my friends, is the last thing happening in Twin Pilots, The Line. So very, very beautiful song. Give it a try. Perfectly well fitting for a guitar. So if you like this song, yeah, learn it. 6 chords, 1 string pattern pretty much. So yeah. And if you like this channel, consider subscribing to Chord and Guitar. Appreciate that a lot. So till next time, guys, play tuned.